Hi fellow makeup fiends, today I thought I'd do a video about the new Benefit box of powder, HERVANA. This is the packaging. It's actually really pretty. It is purple and pinks and it's got a halo above the H. It's really nice. It's in the new sort of boxes. I should get one of the older ones out so I can kind of show you a comparison. There's not a huge difference in size, although I think the old boxes are a little bulkier. The difference is the old box, the lid actually comes completely off, and on the new boxes the lid actually flips up. The only thing about this is sometimes if you're using it and you've got your powder brush in there and you go like that, it can close, and I don't like that. I much prefer to take the lid off the product, take out my little plastic tray, and there I've got the product. It's free of any kind of obstructions. Get your brush straight in there. It doesn't have a mirror or anything in the lid, which is the new feature of this one. But to be honest, the mirror is so tiny in there. What can you really do with that anyway? It's like, you know, oh yeah, I'm going to see one cheek, but I like to see my face when I'm putting blush on. Maybe that's just me. But it does have a magnetic closure on it as well. I just don't really think the packaging really makes it any better. I think if you're going to change the packaging on something, it should be as a means to improve packaging, to improve a flaw in the packaging, or you know, something that's come up in that kind of way. I didn't feel there was any flaws in the packaging that they needed to address. So for me, I don't like the new packaging. But there you go, that's enough ranting about that. It's in a purple box. So the box itself is purple, and you get your usual little plastic tray in there. This plastic tray is to keep the brush in if you use the brush, and this plastic tray is perfect to protect the surface of the powder from the brush itself, because the brush has a wooden handle and it does have quite sharp edges, and you don't want that to be rubbing against the powder or bashing against it and causing potential damage. These brushes themselves are very soft. The bristles are super soft and they actually are very nice to put them on. But sometimes you might want to go for something a bit larger and fluffier, particularly with this powder, which we'll get to in a minute. This brush itself I don't think is as effective, though what it is great for is if you want to pick one particular colour from here, such as if I wanted to just go for the highlight and the peach colour there, I can use that, and then I've just got that little bit of a highlight there. So this is very good for maybe picking up just a couple of the colours together rather than swirling them. So I always keep the brushes anyway. If you do want any kind of reviews on all the other benefit boxes of powder, there is a video on my channel which I may consider updating, because I did film that quite some time ago, but I do have them all and I love them. I think they're amazing. I spoke to the girl on the benefit counter, and I actually spoke to her in December and mentioned this, and she didn't even know about it at all. But it was something that had come out in America first, because this is a US company, I believe. So it came out over there and I'd seen it on YouTube videos and I was very intrigued. Sorry, I got a hair on my lip. Right. Right, yeah, so I got so distracted there. I do not have a moustache, by the way. I just have a loose hair somewhere. Ha, there you go. So anyway, so she hadn't heard of this, and I kind of said, oh, it's this great powder and it's all these pinks and it's really pretty. And she was like, oh, all right, okay, well, watch out for that. And then I found out it was coming out in January, and I went back to the counter and I'd actually I'd already ordered, well, I'd already got this, but I went in and I saw that they had it, and she was like, oh yes, you told me all about this. And they're actually really lovely on the benefit counter, in the one where I go, which is in Sunderland, in Boots in the Bridges. So this itself, it says a good calmer face powder, and that's what the little thing says on the top, and it just says good calmer on there, and a good calmer face powder. So I really like this because I actually really love Sugar Bomb, which is like the 4 colours. This gives you 4 colours again, but they're actually duplicates, so you get 8, so you get 2 sections of each colour separated, which makes it a little bit more of a pinwheel sort of idea rather than just the quarters. So this is actually really nice. It's got a little bit of a curve to the powders, so the actual overall pattern on the top of the powders looks really pretty. That's what it looks like. So as you can see, you've got a peach colour, and then a pale pink, a sort of a violet colour, like a pale violet, and then a white or a cream, which is the highlight part of it. And then what I do, or how I put it on, I take a fluffy brush. This is the MAC brush that came in the winter collection, one of the sets, and I just swirl it around in the powder and get a good mixture of all the colours together, and then put that on. I had it on yesterday, and it is a beautiful very sort of dolly pink, I would say, because it's not a dark pink. It's got that kind of lovely sort of almost a flush to your cheeks, like when you go out in the cold, I guess. It just gives you a lovely sort of pretty pink flush to the cheeks. Got a little bit of a glow to it because you've obviously got the white portions of this, which are the highlighter areas. I can't swatch, unfortunately, because the light is not great here, but what I do intend on doing is wearing this in an upcoming video so that you can have a look at this actually on me. I did have it on yesterday and I had a couple of people saying, oh, your blusher looks really nice, or, you know, that's really pretty. So that was nice. I mean, I do think it does give you a lovely pretty colour to your face. If you don't like pretty sort of pale pinks, sort of like what you see on Barbie dolls' cheeks, then this is not really for you. It's not a candy pink, don't get me wrong, but I don't think if you don't like those sort of pale, pretty pastel pink colours, I don't think this is something that you're going to enjoy. However, the violet sections of it are a really pretty colour, and that is what that looks like. The violet colour is actually really nice. It would be nice to see that on its own, but it actually is really pretty. These products smell lovely, and the girl on the Benefit counter said that Benefit hadn't actually made this themselves. They'd actually got another company to make this for them, branded obviously as Benefit. So she said she felt that the powder was a lot better. She said that there was a lot less sort of powderiness to the powder, so when you pull on your brush round in there and fluffing it up, you don't get as much loose powder, which is you do get quite a bit on the other boxes, such as Georgia. I do find sometimes when I'm swirling that around to get a good amount on the brush, you are left with quite a few loose spots of powder that, you know, are loose in the bottom of the box on top of the surface of the powder. You don't get that with this, but that's, you know, it's got the lovely smell. I really love the smells of these powders. So the actual packaging, it kind of sits in there, your little plastic tray with your brush in, and then it's got a magnetic clasp on the lid, and that stops it from opening again. The other one that came like this is this one, which is Bella Bamba, and you can see it's got the sort of flip lid. This one doesn't have a magnet in, or it doesn't seem to have, well, it does have a magnet, but it just doesn't seem as strong as it is in this one, and I don't know if that's maybe the packaging or just because it's new. But yeah, I think it's really, really lovely. I think it's a really gorgeous colour. It is different from anything they've done before. Well, for me it is, because it's got that glow about it. And I think it's really pretty. So I'm going to keep on wearing this. I'm going to put it on in a future video and let you see it. And then I'll give you some further feedback and thoughts about it after I've been using it for a good couple of weeks. But I really love it. So first thoughts and first views of it are a thumbs up. So thank you very much for watching. I'll see you soon. Bye.